Well, good afternoon. It is Monday the 4th of February and it's such a gorgeous day here. I thought I'd show you around the plot today, plot M12, and a little bit of what I'm going to plan for M9 as well. I've been laying some more fabric today, weed suppressant fabric. Been down a couple of hours doing that now. My broad beans survived the frost last week. Very well. There's no damage to the leaves or anything, and it got down to about -5.8, maybe as low as 6 with us being in the countryside here. So yeah, they're doing well. Yeah, looking good. I'm happy with those. As long as the temperatures don't drop below -10, I'll be okay, I think, with this particular variety of aquadolce or aquadolce broad bean. And the field beans weren't affected by the frost as well last week, so they're coming along great. And in this bed here, the field beans are doing great as well. And where the butternut squash are going to go next summer, in this bed, the field beans are doing great too. Field beans at the end of this bed, this is where there's going to be leeks going to go. And in this bed we've got a mixture of red and white onions. The white onions still doing pretty good, as the red onions are slow. And as you can see, my garlic is doing well too. There's hard necks and soft necks in this particular bed here. As you can see, looking back towards the shed, we're on a slight slope here, facing south. So maybe that helped last week with the bit of sunshine that we had. Well, I did come down last Saturday morning, and there was an hard frost then, but well, it would have been in the night, but the sun had got up by dinner time, and it was the soil was starting to thaw out pretty nicely, and that's why I think the broad beans have done so well, and the field beans not been affected too much. But this area here, the onions and the garlic, was under about an inch of snow when I arrived, because it gets pretty shaded in this little section here, as where the butternut squash will be going in the future. It gets shaded by my neighbour's shed. So I'll just go into plot M9 and let you know what plans are for there. Well, the plans change all the time with me. So I've marked out, I think I showed you in the last video, I marked out 3 beds there, 64 beds, but that's going to change again. And what I've done is I've put a string across from this corner here across to the corner which meets the fence, which is separating the orchard in S6 from M9. And this side of the string, you can see better now, I'm facing this way, will be a little garden, and where the string is going to be chestnut pale fencing with a little gateway that's going to run into this little section here. And as you can see, I've marked out where the 8'6" shed is going to go. This side of the shed, slightly shaded, will be rhubarb, and this side of the shed, which is the back side, will have sunflowers growing up the back of it, and on the back of the shed that will be here will be a bug hotel which I'm making, which will provide an habitat for pollinators and other insects for this plot and just across the communal path into M12. So we're actually going to be standing in the little garden that I'm going to have here. In this corner here, where this blue sheeting is, there's going to be a small rigid pond, and I don't know whether to keep this fence dividing M9 sorry, and S6, or take this bit of chicken wire down and have a continuation into a small orchard which will have 4 trees, pear trees, plums and apple trees. From this point here, across right up to that post there, or near that post, will be a row of fruit bushes. I don't know in the future whether to have a little greenhouse. It looks like underneath the grass and turf here, looks like there could be a base, because it's about the size of a 6x4 greenhouse or shed that's been on there. So hopefully we can have a little greenhouse there. And in this section here will be raised beds which will house strawberries, different varieties of strawberries, and probably flowers along this fence here, and sunflowers, and the same from the gate, which I'm going to keep permanently shut in the future. From that point there, right the way along, will be sunflowers and dahlias and calendula and plants like that. Any beneficial, any plants are good for pollinators. So yes, so from this point here, which will be the trees in the orchard, into this section here, you can just see it marked out, will be a little garden, and this side of the string will be another flower border right the way along to a little picket gate, and then maybe a few flowers that side. But I really want to use this section here mainly for growing vegetables here, which is quite a big space. So yeah, that's what I've been up to today down here. It's allotment M9, M12 and S6, and it's a beautiful afternoon. I'll probably stay for another hour now and sit down and enjoy my cup of tea, which I've nearly forgot about. The tea it'll probably be really strong now, so I'll sit down and look over the views of the meadows that I've got here. Okay then, bye for now.